Hi you guys, I wanted to show you something that I've made a few times. I decided to record the process and maybe one of you all will want to make it too. It's really delicious. I have the baby cucumbers that are seedless. I sliced them thin, yellow bell pepper, some lettuce, carrots. This is the rice paper, chives, noodles that were soaked for about 5 minutes, cabbage, warm water, a baking sheet with baking in a baking pan, excuse me, plain plate so we can lay the Vietnamese summer rolls out. My salmon fillets have been washed and lightly seasoned with salt and pepper. These are shrimps that I also cleaned and seasoned with lemon, garlic, and chili powder and oil. This is some soy sauce, chili paste, ginger paste, and dill. And then this is my cutting board. So I have made these summer spring rolls before. I am craving them again tonight. It's better to just make foods that you enjoy yourself. Okay, so I already cut it. There's a kit that you can buy at Walmart. It already comes with the rice paper wraps. I'm taking 3 out because the salmon fillets, the recipe asks for 3. So we're gonna take 3 of them out of the kit. They're already dry. I'm using gloves just for this tutorial. If it was just for me, I wouldn't wear it because I'm the only one going to eat this food tonight. Just making a little room. So you dip the paper in the warm water, but not too long. It's really quick like this. And it will soften up immediately because it's wet. And you're gonna lay it out on your workstation, right? In a flower pattern. That's why I have 3. And this process is a pretty quick process too. You don't really wait around and you don't walk away from it. Once it's wet, you really kind of just have to go as quick as you can. And it's just plain old tap water, right? And then I laid it out on the workstation in a flower pattern. The first ingredient that goes right here in the middle is the cabbage. This is pre-cut cabbage. I got this at Walmart. Okay, we'll just take this piece out just for the purpose of the video. Just make everything kind of pretty, right? Then you want a little bit of carrots, also pre-cut. I went to Walmart tonight and there was hardly anything on the shelves. I don't know if people are panic shopping or people are just hibernating for the winter. I don't know what's going on, but all the food was gone. So once you have the cabbage laid out, as much carrots as you want. I love carrots, so I'm gonna put a little bit more. Okay, then you take your salmon fillet. I'm gonna take this one. It might be too big for this project, but you know, I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna lay it out like this. Then I'm gonna take some ginger. I really wanted to get ginger flesh, but we're gonna do this ginger paste instead. It's one of those things I had from a last recipe and I just never needed to use it again until tonight. I put a generous amount on there. I like ginger. This is another reason why it's good to have gloves. You know, this is probably way too much ginger now when I think about it. That's okay, it's just for me. Okay, then normally I don't like dill, but I promised myself a while ago when I was doing new recipes, I need to follow the recipe exactly how it goes the first time before I start making my Caribbean adjustments. So the recipe does ask for some dill. Again, I'm trying to go a little quick because I'm thinking about the rice paper sheets that are stuck on my workstation here. Even though I don't like dill, it does smell good. It smells really good, fresh. And then I didn't find the real chilies. That's why I bought this chili paste, right? And I'm just gonna take a little scoop of it and put it on top like this. Okay, that looks beautiful. Actually, this is really, really pretty. This smells good too. If you don't like spice, you don't have to put this at all. But that's what this is called here. All of the ingredients that you see today are from Walmart. And just a dash of this. Just a dash. Not too much. I'm trying to convince my mind and my hand that I don't need to put all this extra sauce on here. But here we go. Oops. Oops. And then I decided, because in the recipe it said to take some oil and drizzle on top, but we're not going to use any more new real oil. We'll just use what's in here. Right? Ooh. Dang. Dang, that looks good. Okay. And you know what? It actually asked for mushrooms, but I wasn't going to compromise with I don't like mushrooms now. So again, time is sensitive for us. You peel it off, right? You peel it off and you basically just start wrapping this whole yummy creation in its own pocket. So I'm just going around in a circle here. And you know what? This paper, it's actually flexible. So you can stretch it out as much as you need to, and you won't worry about it ripping. Obviously, it has its limits, but for this purpose, it's going to be fine. And you see how it kind of, I think the second one will be better, but the first one, it just kind of wraps itself in here. Ooh, look at this. It's supposed to be a lot more like perfectly squared off. So then what we're going to do with this, in the original recipe, the gentleman, he steamed his, but I'm not going to do all that. I'm actually, you see, I'm going to bake it. And I'm going to bake it like this. That's why this sheet is here. So we're going to do this one more time. Let me see. Yep, the water's still warm. 3 pieces. Perfect. Perfect. But don't worry, just because I ran out of this pack, I still have another pack to show you how to make the summer rolls. This is just for the fillets. Okay, once again. And you know what I'm going to do this time? I'm not going to overlap them as much as before. That way I can really get around the fillets. So we dip it in the warm water again. Okay. Like a little quick rice wrap jacuzzi. Oh. Hold on. Put this here. Okay, the next one. It's really sensitive. You see how it's already blending in with the wood? Dip it in real quick. I remember the first time I was making Vietnamese spring rolls, I had these things soaking in water so long, it was just turned into like mush, basically. It was way too soft. But now I'm used to it. Now I know it only needs a little bit of water. It doesn't need to be in there all night. Okay, see how it's laid out? Again, the cabbage, I'm trying to keep things not too big because I have to think about wrapping everything up, you know? I don't want it to get too big, especially when you try to make burritos and stuff at home and it busts open. It's not nice the way Chipotle has it wrapped up nice, you know? So I have the cabbage in the first layer, then the sliced carrots again. Walmart was so dry of ingredients, they didn't even have the baby carrots, the ones that you can snack on. They didn't even have that. Okay. Then on top of this goes the filet. And how I washed this filet, I washed it with vinegar, and I also washed it with lime. You can wash your fillets however you want. That's just the way I've learned how to make it. And actually, but for this recipe, it says to leave the skin on the filet. So the filet does have a little bit of skin. If you want to take your time to remove it, you can. I like the skin. So we're gonna go ahead and put the ginger on here again. Maybe a little less this time. Yeah. The ginger smells good. I really like Asian food. So during the pandemic, I learned how to make the summer rolls. I also made sushi. I started buying sushi bamboo mats off of eBay. And just trying to find fun and yummy things to do when we were locked in. Okay, and then the next one, again, was the dill. I'm gonna put a little less. We'll just call that first one that I made the overzealous salmon wrap, because I had way too much everything on it. This one is more of the Natasha style. Just a touch of everything, not too much. Okay, less is more. And then this sauce. Where's the spoon? Okay. You know what? I'm gonna pay for that sauce within 24 hours. I won't go into details, but let's just say, the nicest way to say it's nice for it when it's going down your throat, but that's all I have to say. And we're gonna add some of the pre-made oil from the shrimp that I made to prepare for this project. Okay, not too much, not too much. That's me trying to convince my Caribbean side not to go too far with this. So I lifted it right off the workstation. Oh, yep, this one looks better already. This is, yeah. Don't you love when you make something and it starts to really look like the picture? Ooh, ooh, ooh. I know this one's gonna be good. Guys, again, just reminding you, I'm wearing the gloves for the purpose of this video. Not what I normally do when I'm cooking at home. Except for chicken. I do wear gloves when I'm cooking chicken, though. Okay, I think this one is pretty good. Look at this. Oh, this one. Oh, this is gonna be good. Okay, so put this here. And in the original recipe, it says you can make these pockets and you can steam them. I don't have a steamer. I don't remember what happened to the parts that went with my pan, but what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna bake it, and I think that's better for me anyway. I like all of my proteins cooked full, like pretty much burnt. I don't like raw, medium rare, none of that. Fish, all of that needs to be cooked completely. So I have the oven already on preset to 350. Okay, and I'm gonna put this in there. A little tour of my kitchen. And it's gonna be in there for 15 minutes, okay? All right, next we are going to make, I actually need to get one more of these out of my cupboard. Sorry, patience. This is the kit that I use to make the salmon wraps. I am going to open another kit because I want to show you how to make the Vietnamese rolls, the summer rolls. And these I've made several times. This is what the kit looks like. I think it was maybe $3 or $4 at Walmart. And the instructions are very clear on the back, how to prepare it. Because I made it so many times, I knew what I liked in the inside. You can pretty much put anything you want. Okay, put that there. The kit comes with these noodles, which is what you see here. And I had them soaking in a pot for 5 minutes. The instructions on the back says 5 to 10 minutes. I think 5 minutes is enough. Get it a little al dente because you don't want it to be too soft, especially once the rice paper hits that water. There's just too much softness. I like a little crunch. The kit also comes with pre-made peanut sauce. You don't have to use it. I think it's really delicious. I've made peanut sauce from scratch, and maybe one day I can show you all how I make mine, but tonight, okay, straight out of the envelope. And we're not going to use this because we already have some here. I just needed these wraps. Okay. Do this quick as well. Sorry, this is crazy. These scissors aren't. Put that on my shopping list. New kitchen scissors. Okay, here we go. These don't get stale. That's the other thing. Even when you open it up, you don't have to be afraid of it losing its flavor because all of the flavor comes back when you dip it in the water and start to wrap it in the ingredients you like, okay? So again, hit it with the warm water. This one, I'm gonna do both sides. Put it right here in the center. These are a little bit smaller, so I can't go Caribbean on these. You really have to put just a little bit. A little goes a long way with the Vietnamese rolls and the presentation of it, which I love. You kind of start not in the middle, but right here, just enough so that you can lift it later. I normally like to use this soft lettuce called Boston lettuce, but again, Walmart was looking destitute. Hardly, I'm gonna put this in there because I'm the one eating it. Okay, hope you all don't mind or not offended. Then take the smallest cuts of cucumber and you kind of just line it up, okay? It's like a little delicate, beautiful burrito, Asian style. And now we're gonna tap into some of these finely sliced sweet yellow bell pepper. Okay, you don't put too much. And then some carrots. Normally I don't use these pre-cut carrots for the Vietnamese rolls, but because I've already opened them up for that salmon wrap, I'm going to use them here. I like to get the fresh carrot and, you know, julienne like this thin, beautiful, juicy pieces of carrot. Now this one, I'm not putting cabbage in here. The cabbage was for the salmon. This one, you put this, the noodles that came with the kit. Put as much as you want. Okay. Again, less is more. Look at this. And it's cold, by the way. This is a cold meal. Okay. And kind of messy too. If you want it to be pretty, then don't have anything. Just have a cup of water. Then the secret is you pick it up, and with these 3 fingers here, so you're pinching with the index finger and the thumb, you're using the other 3 fingers to kind of grab it and roll it. So you're pushing this frontwards and pulling the other rest of the ingredients in, tucking it. Okay? Don't worry about it sticking out on the ends. We'll find a way to get everything in eventually. Then, and you have to do it faster than what I'm doing, but for the video, I'm going slow. Here it is. I learned in the past it's best not to have anything in there that's wet, but I am kind of cheating with this process. After you've rolled the skin over the one time, oops, the wrapper fell. You want to line the shrimp or whatever meat you want to use. I've made this with kielbasa before. You line the meat on top like this. And I'll show you why. I learned this from just watching people make it. It's all about presentation. Okay. And the easier you can find a way to prepare all of this, the better. Okay. Let's see how many I did. 5. Okay. Then this is when you start figuring out. There's real no rules to this. Just try to figure out how to roll it and tuck all of the goods in there without losing the shrimp. Same idea. I'm using the 3 fingers to grab and pinch and roll at the same time. Okay, so this is the roll. Okay, some people, the reason why they leave it out, they normally have a piece of chive that's running along the inside and sticking out the ends. If you're picky about it or you're a little bit more OCD about presentation, you're more than welcome. Like I said, put less, pinch the ends, and then you have a really delicious meal. The reason why the shrimp was rolled separate is so that you can see what kind you're getting when you buy these at a restaurant. These shrimps are cooked. I noticed that at the restaurants, you'll see them that light pink color because they're not cooked. They probably quickly steamed. I'm not into that. So, how you plate it. Now, excuse the mess. You take a plate. Okay, let's gently. You take a plate and you see how it's sticky on the wood surface, but you don't want it sticky here. You want people to be able to grab it. So let's take a little bit of this oil, just a little. And again, you don't have to have this oil. I'm just being economical. Maybe I need a little bit more. And again, these are the little tricks you learn from people when you follow genuine cooking, authentic cooking. I heard the Vietnamese love to use pork belly and shrimp. Those are their two favorite meat proteins to use. And I'm not using pork belly, I'm just using cooked shrimps. You take it up, and this is how you lay it down however pretty way you want. Let's lay it down like this, right? And then eventually this whole plate will be filled with those wraps, or usually it's until your meat protein is gone. I've done it before with mango, with avocado, with chive, and then you can dip it in peanut butter. So this is how it looks. Smells delicious. So I hope you all enjoyed. Again, all of the ingredients I picked up from Walmart. It was really easy, really quick. And I've made these before. I forgot to put the chive in there, but you can put a piece of chive and dip it in the peanut sauce. And in a couple minutes, I'll show you what the salmon wraps look like.